David Corenswet has made a name for himself as a talented actor in Hollywood. The actor replaces Henry Cavill as the new Superman and will star in Superman Legacy. With such a bright future, it is no surprise that fans are eager to learn more about him. So, here are 10 things you probably didn't know about David Corenswet. He comes from a gifted family. Born on July 8, 1993, Corenswet is an American actor hailing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a city where he spent his formative years. His father, John Corenswet, was a stage actor turned lawyer. His mother, Caroline Packard, is a legal counselor, while his sister, Amy Packard Corenswet, is a University of Pennsylvania Law School graduate practicing law. His maternal grandfather, Edward Packard, is the person who invented and wrote the Choose Your Own Adventure book series. Edward was a lawyer, but he got the idea for Choose Your Own Adventure when he told his kids bedtime stories and asked them to make decisions about where the story would go. He has expressed a long-standing desire to portray Superman. He acknowledged the resemblance between himself and Henry Cavill, the former Superman, and stated that he wanted to play the iconic superhero. In a 2019 interview with EW, he said, "It came to my attention before the internet got a hold of me. But my pie-in-the-sky ambition is definitely to play Superman. I would love to see somebody do an upbeat throwback. I love the Henry Cavill dark and gritty take, but I would love to see the next one be very bright and optimistic." With his casting as Clark Kent in Superman Legacy, Corenswet's dream of playing the Man of Steel is coming true. His father inspired him to become an actor. In an interview with Magazine C, Corenswet shared that his dad encouraged him to become an actor. He fondly recalled how his father would take him to all of his theater performances when he was a child. He added that his father gave him old New York subway tokens as good luck charms during his auditions. After his father died, he found a vintage subway token in his father's belongings and always wore it in his memory. He began his career in theater. When he was 9, he was cast in his first play, the Arden Theater Company's production of Arthur Miller's All My Sons. And thanks to the help of his dad, Corenswet started to learn more about the business. It wasn't long until he decided that he wanted to do this as a career. He said, "It all eventually merged into this thing of, I guess I should keep pursuing this because I have some experience in it, and I've built up some momentum in it, and I also really love movies and love watching them. And it turns out, I didn't discover this until I was maybe a freshman in college. I love making movies, every aspect of it." His role in The Politician was meant to be brief. David Corenswet had a number of notable television roles prior to being cast as Superman. He made appearances on shows like Elementary and House of Cards before his breakout role as River on The Politician in 2019. His role was intended to be a brief gig, but he was soon upgraded to series regular, appearing in flashbacks through both seasons. He admits The Politician hugely changed his life. "It's the difference between feeling like you're getting to do your job and you're not getting to do your job. It's a deep and profound feeling when you feel you can do a job, but you're not getting the opportunity to do the job. Any chance I get to do my job is good enough for me." The Politician showrunner, Ryan Murphy, was so impressed with him, he gave Corenswet a bigger role in his next project, Hollywood, a Netflix limited series set in a reimagined 1940s Hollywood. He's multi-talented. Corenswet isn't just an actor. He's a screenwriter, a director, and an editor. In 2011, he wrote the screenplay for the short film Following Chase. In 2014, he co-wrote, starred in, and produced the web series Mo and Jerry Weather. In 2020, he directed the music video Love Letters, Rather Die by Guy John, a singer-songwriter based in Los Angeles. In 2020, he also served as an executive producer for Netflix's limited series Hollywood, in which he also starred in. He loves old Hollywood movies. Growing up, Corenswet was a huge fan of classical Hollywood cinema. His parents introduced him and his sister to classics starring Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, Cary Grant, Katharine Hepburn, and films like Singin' in the Rain. His childhood cats were even named Fred and Ginger. He told MTV News, "We liked comedies. That was all we watched. We didn't have cable, we weren't allowed to watch television, but we could watch those movies just about as much as we wanted to." He started his own a cappella group. During a 2020 interview with MTV, David Corenswet shared that he started a cappella group with his 3 best friends during high school. He said, "We were briefly called 3 Card Monty, and then we added a 4th, and so that ruined the whole thing." He's a Star Wars superfan. He openly expresses his passion for the franchise in almost every interview and Instagram post. His passion for Star Wars began when he rented VHS tapes of the films at Blockbuster. He said, "It was rent one, get one free for a week, and I rented Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back. I would watch them back to back, and then when I got to the end, I would feel so emotionally connected to the characters and the world, and I would have such a feeling of wanting to live in that world that I would go back and start the movies over again right then." He found solace in his imaginary play, often spending time alone in his basement, pretending to be a Jedi. He added, "I spent a lot of time by myself in my basement pretending to be a Jedi. That really drew me. I started acting orthogonally to that." He also loves dogs. In a 2019 interview with Suburban Life magazine, Corenswet was asked about his hopes for the future. In a heartwarming response, he said, "I hope I end up with a dog. A big dog. Maybe one big dog for wrestling and one travel-sized dog for long flights." It seems that he has indeed fulfilled his goal, as his Instagram account showcases numerous pictures with different dogs, though most are with his adorable Ruby Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, which he refers to in his Instagram posts as Adventure Dog.